Hello everyone, my name is Tim from OnlineTeacherDude.com, where I help people get hired to teach ESL online and to become successful in doing so. And I have helped hundreds of teachers get hired with companies like VIPKid, GoGoKid, and Magic Ears. And I wanted to bring you this video because, believe it or not, it is December 2019 and Christmas is around the corner and I am taking time off. And so I wanted to talk about why it's important to take time off, why it's especially important to, allow yourself holiday time. We have this flexible work at home job and it's so important that we are giving ourselves a break. And so I'm going to talk about that and the process that I go through to make sure that I don't lose my students and that my schedule just kicks back up when I get back, because that's what I want. I don't want to lose my students and I want them to know that I'm still going to be there for them, but teacher needs a break. Before we do anything, please smash the subscribe button. If you do so, you will be able to know when I'm posting videos and hit that bell as well so that you can get notified when I post new content. I'm going to talk to you about my process with taking time off, and then if you stick around to the very end, I'm going to give you something that kind of contradicts with this video title, but I'm going to give you my 3 tips for teaching while on holiday. Sometimes it's unavoidable, right? Sometimes it's inevitable. So stick around to the end. It is really easy in this job to be afraid to take time off or to be afraid to go away and lose our students. And we have the priority booking function with VIPKid, which also can just, persuade us to accept those classes on a day like Christmas Day when we normally wouldn't, or maybe when we committed to not teaching. And so I just want to encourage you that it is okay to take time off, and it's so important for our well-being as online ESL teachers. Your students will be there when you get back. I promise. I'm going to go through some things that I go through to make sure that that happens. And I just want to encourage you, to commit to that time that you need to take time off. Give yourself the space to take a break, step away from it, and come back re-energized after the holidays or after you're traveling. All right, so the first thing that you can do when you are planning your trip, or the dates that you're going to take time off, is you can go in and actually change your availability. So let's go into my portal here and just have a look at the bookings calendar. You're going to go ahead and click change availability, and then you're going to be able to select the dates that you want to set yourself to be blocked. This means that parents cannot book you on those dates, and it just makes them realize that you're not available rather than it looking like you are available but you're just not teaching. So that's a really good first step to do when you want to take time off. The next thing that I do is I always put my dates in the feedback. So when I'm leaving feedback for the parent, I will go in there and I will just type that I'm going to be away on this date, from this date to this date, and looking forward to seeing your child when I get back, etc. So letting them know in feedback is the second thing that I will do. And I'll probably start to do this like 2 or 3 days before. I only teach short notice, but if you're on the booking frenzy kind of priority booking cycle, then you may want to do this at least 1 cycle before your holiday, just so that you're letting them know. The other thing that I do is I tell my students at the end of class, especially leading up to my dates that I'm going to be away, I say, hey, don't forget, I'm going to be away from these dates to this date. I hope I can see you when I get back. Make sure you tell your mom that Teacher Tim is going to be on holiday, and I will see you when I return. So that's another great thing that you can do. I use WeChat, and I'm going to link my WeChat video up here, which talks about how to get it, why it's helpful, and things like that. But I always tell my parents in WeChat as well, when I'm going to be away, and just to remind them. And I will also use WeChat to communicate 2 or 3 days before I get back with my regulars to say, hey, I'm coming back, don't forget to book me. And so that is really helpful. Now, the other thing you can do, especially when you get those priority booking requests, is you can go into your booking requests and select that you're going to be on holiday during those dates, so that you're not just letting them expire or ignoring them. You're actually letting the parents know, hey, I'm not going to be away these dates. I'm not going to be teaching during these dates, and so you know, please understand that. So that's really a great way to do it as well. So yeah, these are 5 things that I go through, the process that I go through to let my students know that I still want to teach them. I just need some time off and I'll see them when I get back. And this works really well. I've never had a problem coming back from holiday and my regulars just pick right back up from where they left off. So it works really well. As promised, you're here. I told you I'd give you my 3 tips for when you really need to work while on holiday, and maybe, you know, that's why you're teaching ESL online, is so that you can travel. That's certainly something that brought me into this industry, was the ability to travel and teach. And so there are things that you can do if you have to teach on holiday. And my top 3 tips for those are, number 1, always check in advance that you're going to be in a place with stable Wi-Fi. So I often use Airbnb, and I'll have my Airbnb code below actually if you would ever like to book a place with Airbnb. You get some free money or credit or something like that towards it. So what you can do is let the Airbnb host know through the messaging system that you need to have a certain speed and stability, and ask them to screenshot what it is in the apartment for you and send it back to you. And then you can kind of decide if that's going to be something that works for you. My second tip is to consider doing short notice only while on holiday. This just allows you to be super flexible and only open your slots the day before, which can alleviate some of that stress and some of that concern about what the situation is going to be like when you arrive at your beach destination in Mexico. So, you know, definitely make sure that you put those things into place, and it will really, really help. My third tip is to consider digital rewards and digital props for teaching while traveling, because it can be hard to take our entire background and all of our props and rewards with us. And so things like Google Slides is a great asset to use digital props with your students. And if you have the ability to bring a green screen with you, you can use digital rewards and overlays to, you know, green screen yourself and cool backgrounds using apps like ManyCam and CamTwist. So those are my top 3 tips for teaching while on holiday, if you have to. But this video really is all about taking time off, why you should take time off, and how you can make sure that those baobabs are waiting for you when you return. So thanks for sticking around to the end of this video. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Please like this video. Leave me a comment. Have you ever taken time off with VIPKid or any online ESL company? How was it? How were the bookings when you return? And do you have anything else that you do to make sure that your students are there when you get back? If so, please drop that down in the comments below. If you need help getting into this industry and you would like my support and training, they can wait. They always text when I'm filming. If you need any of that support, my email address is below. How to sign up to these companies is also below, and I would be glad to help you. Please reach out if you have any questions. Thanks everybody, and I will see you in the next video. If you're watching this before Christmas, happy holidays, and I hope you have a great time with family and friends, and thanks for watching.